Jamie, it's me, Beth. I thought I would take a moment and give you a virtual tour of the Shenandoah Community Health Clinic. Now don't turn this off, because at the end I have a very special favor to ask of you. But for right now, let's just take a tour. Here I am in the dental clinic. The Shenandoah Community Health Clinic is made up of two clinics. On one side, we have the medical clinic, which is known as the Shenandoah County Free Clinic, and on the other side of the building is the Shenandoah Dental Clinic. Together is what makes up the Shenandoah Community Health Clinic. When it comes to dental services here in the county and in the surrounding Shenandoah Valley, we are an underserved population, meaning even in the best of circumstances with insurance, we don't have enough dentists to meet all the needs. Here at the clinic, just imagine, Jamie, imagine you don't have health insurance, you have an abscess tooth, where do you go? In most cases, they end up in the emergency room, where they get treated for the pain and the symptoms, but that's it. It doesn't take care of the problem. When we first started the clinic, we had dental services one night a month, and we had volunteer dentists coming in. But that wasn't even enough to begin to serve the need. Since then, through generous support of the community, we've been able to be open 3 days a week. You take this room behind me, there are 4 dental chairs. The group that planned this clinic planned this room so that one dental assistant or hygienist could actually keep an eye on 4 patients at a time. So many of the dental clinic patients are children, and as a result, the anxiety level goes down for a child if they have a sibling or family member near them. So it really goes to show you how well they thought this clinic out. I'm going to take a minute. There's somebody I want you to meet. So Jamie, now I want you to meet somebody very special to the clinic. This is Dr. Pino. He's our dentist. And I asked him to be part of this video because, number one, he's adorable. But number 2, he can explain to you why it's so important to have a dental clinic here in Shenandoah County. Dr. Pino?
Thank you. Hello, Jamie. Well, actually, I'm kind of new in this town. Since I came here as a dentist, I've been seeing day by day the importance to have more help here in the clinic. I've been seeing people come here with different stories, and I just pick up a couple of ones that I think it's really touching for me. There's this lady, probably in 20-something years old, and she was trying all the time to talk with hand movements. She couldn't laugh, she couldn't talk, she couldn't eat, and she didn't have to have the money to pay for the treatment, actually. So we try to do with all that we have here, at least to help her. As soon as we finished, she came out, we showed her the mirror, she was looking at her teeth, and at that point she started crying, saying that how helpful we were at that point for her. She can talk now, she can eat, she can laugh, and that's why, for example, this is one of the stories, that's why we really need more help here, to help people. It's not for us, it's for help people. And I told you that I'm brand new here because in the beginning I was thinking that it's different being a dentist in the U.S. I'm from Peru, but when you start to help people, it reminds me that the time that I was helping people in my country, and it's almost the same thing. Help people is really helpful for us as persons, as human beings. And another kind of story that I want to tell you is the little ones, when they came to the dentist for the first time, it's really like they're afraid of coming here. But we try to do our best with everything that we have here to make them feel really comfortable. When we finish some of the new little kids' first appointment here, they go out, they finish, and they go out home really like laughing and having a good time here. So that's what we try to do all the time here. This is just part of this. There's more stories, but well, you don't want to hear all of them.
But Jamie, if you were to come to the gala, I'd make sure Dr. Pino told you more.
Absolutely, I will.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr.
You're
Pino.
welcome, anytime.
Jamie, come on with me. We're going to finish up this tour. Hey, Jamie, welcome to my office and the beautiful view. It's pretty nice, isn't it? Especially for the Director of Resource Development. I wanted to talk to you a bit about the gala and how important it is to the community. But first I've got to confess to you, this really isn't my office. I just wished it were my office. I'll show you my office later. Right now, let me introduce you to Pam Murphy. Pam is the executive director of the Shenandoah Community Health Clinic. This is really her office. But I asked Pam to be part of this because she can explain to you why it's so important that we have a gala and what the gala does for the clinic. Pam?
So, Ms. Curtis, I hope that we're going to get to meet you in person, because I would love for you to meet the folks in this community. It is truly such a warm, generous community. When I was hired, I told people, I don't think you can do this. I don't think you can run this kind of charity out of this community because it's rural and we don't have a lot of big companies, and I don't know where the money's going to come from. And I was wrong because 85%, over 85% of our funding does come from the local community, which is astounding. And a lot of times that is churches taking second collections or Boy Scouts doing pancake breakfasts, all kinds of neat little ways to send in $100, $200, and so forth. The thing that's been great about the gala is the clinic is well loved by the community, but the gala adds a different dimension and it's been appealing to different donors. Certainly people who want to be associated, in a more public way with our agency. And it's just very nice. It's a very nice event. It's a lot of fun. And we're really hoping that as we go, we're going to get to a point that we're building revenue streams through the gala that just didn't exist before because people are just excited.
So Jamie, this room, how can I describe this room? Well, officially, it's the education room. In the long run, our goal is to be able to have classes in here, maybe nutrition classes, classes on how to manage your diabetes. That's something I should tell you. A lot of the patients we see on the medical side, they're here because they've been diagnosed with diabetes or hypertension. And it brings a story to mind that I've heard a couple of times from people who've been here much longer than I have. And it's about an older couple who had come in, and while they were back getting the triaged and talking about all the paperwork they had, the husband said, I never thought I would be here. We've always been able to take care of ourselves and manage our health, but we don't have insurance. And my wife, she's diabetic, she needs the stuff. She means the world to me, and I couldn't imagine my life without her. I mean, imagine that, Jamie, not being able to get your basic medical needs. If it weren't for the free clinic here, where would they go? An emergency room? It's the question I ask myself quite often. Well, let's get back to this room, because this room right now is not being used as the education room. Recently, we received a grant under the Affordable Care Act to help people here in the 5-county area and as far north as Winchester, to help people understand, especially those who are at risk for getting a tax penalty for not having insurance. We're here to help them enroll in a plan that they can afford and manage. We don't tell them what plan to buy, but we help them with the application process. Many people thought once the Affordable Care Act unrolled, places like free clinics would see a decline in their patients. And quite honestly, that hasn't happened. One of the interesting things that we've learned through the Affordable Care Act is, a family might be able to afford the premiums for their family for health care, but then they're hit with high co-pays and high deductible. For instance, you take a family of 4 earning $45,000 a year altogether. That is enough to qualify you for the free clinic. But by the time you take care of your living expenses and your health care and premiums, there's not money left over for co-pays and deductibles. So the clinic has taken a wider stance in terms of who we serve. In that, if you have health insurance, but you still meet the financial qualifications for the free clinic, we will see you whether you have health insurance or not. Because our mission is to fill the gaps of healthcare needs in Shenandoah County. Anyways, this is the Affordable Care Act room now. And the palm tree is a nice touch. So Jamie, I just want to wrap this up, but first of all, I want to thank Dakota. Dakota is our intern at the clinic right now, and she was instrumental in helping me do this. Jamie, it's people like Dakota that really motivate me. If you could meet her, you'd see a lot of Katie in her. Not the bad sides, but the good sides of Katie in her. Okay, so Jamie, can we get serious for a minute? Look, I need your help. You and I both know that when a celebrity is attached to a charity or an event, people notice. And whether the reality is, whether or not you come, if you even just lend me your name, people are gonna listen. Think about it. You, me. You, me. You, me. Who do you really think is gonna get their attention? I got you to open the door. I'll step in and make it happen. You smile and open the door. I'll step in and make it happen. So think about it, Jamie, okay? I know it's easy to say no. Say yes, and everyone will be happy. Everyone here will be smiling. Anyways, think about it. We really need you.